Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Jasmine here, the Thrash Guru. Just want to say welcome back. This is another Blacklist episode of the Blacklist series. This is episode number 5 over Kim Davis. Now, I made my videos before over that, but one thing real quick before I actually get started for my friends to give their opinions on this. Being though I'm actually going to be a college student, and I'm actually going to be trying to get my tuition for that. I had to take community college and then college for 4 years. I've actually come to the realization that I'm going to be faced with some very difficult choices regarding the means of social media and all this other stuff. Do not worry, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to be leaving. However, though, I am going to be left with a compromising position that I actually have to tone down on my behavior, which means I have to tone down a bit on the cussing and try to do a little bit more in a more professional and a little bit more on the lighter sense of no cussing. So anyways, we're going to get started here. Let's have my friends actually have their say on what they think on the whole situation on Kim Davis.
What is up, everybody? This is AtticusTheDeathMetaller. I'm here contributing my 2 cents for my buddy Blacklist on this Blacklist series. I absolutely love this series. And I'm of course talking about Kim Davis once again. I already mentioned her on my channel, but you know what? I'm gonna do it again just for you, Jason. And all I gotta say is this. Kim, stop comparing yourself to the likes of Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks actually did make history in a more positive note. You, on the other hand, are the woman that is telling Rosa Parks to get the fuck out of her seats, or is the bus driver telling her to get the fuck out of the bus. That is what you clearly are. You are the reason why a lot of people of the LGBT community are still struggling over the fact that you denied them that the love that they sought for so many years. You are the human representation of cancer. And all I gotta say is, bigots get stitches. I have nothing else to say. Without further ado, I am AtticusTheDeathMetaller. If you want to check out my channel, it is on the description below. Keep it metal. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for having me, Justin.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Big Nick. I'd like to say this. Fuck Kim Davis and fuck all of her supporters. People like her are exactly what the fuck is wrong with this country. I love how her supporters have this double standard of, yeah, they'll say fuck you to gay marriage and all that shit, but they'll have no problem with stuff like divorce and premarital sex. If you ask me, that's kind of a big double standard, because the Bible speaks out more against stuff like divorce than it does homosexuality. And by that logic, people like her should be stoned to death for adultery. That's how it would be back in the Bible days. Oh, and let's also not forget that the Bible also speaks out against, I believe, eating pork and eating shellfish. And it also speaks out against mixed fabrics, not about planting a seed of a different type into the same field. All that good shit. Oh well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this shit. Justin, you are fucking awesome, my friend. Peace the fuck out. And fuck religiotards, motherfuckers.
Kim Davis, this conservative Christian nutjob who got arrested for refusing to serve marriage licenses to homosexual couples. Honestly, what the fucking fuck? You, seriously, you're trying to put the Bible above the fucking Constitution, and don't these conservatives get all pissy when you try to take away their gun rights by imposing gun control, which I think is a goddamn good idea, if I ever saw one. Anyways, fuck Kim Davis, and fuck anyone who supports her.
Good old Kim Davis. Proof that you don't even need to have a brain to have a position of power. So you see, my problem with this Kentucky Fried fuckwit is she's letting her own personal religious beliefs overtake her ability to do her job. You see, I don't mind practicing religion. That's cool. It's when you're practicing your religion and using it as an excuse to be a bigot in spite of what your damn job is, I've got a problem with. Now, while I don't think she should have been locked up, that's a bit too far. I definitely think that if you can't do your job without discrimination, you shouldn't do your job. This is common knowledge. This is something that most adults understand. If you don't want to do your job, you get fired. So if Kim Davis can't do her job, she shouldn't have her job as a Kentucky County Clerk issuing marriage licenses. And again, this is this recurring theme of some Bible bashers stuck in the 1800s trying to enforce their hatred of gay people onto gay people. But, as I say, I don't think she should have been jailed, that's going too far, and I certainly don't think that the rest of the bigots out there should be hailing Kim Davis like she's some kind of martyr. The whole situation's fucking stupid. It's been blown out of proportion, but I very much feel that if you can't do your damn job, resign. Don't stand there and bitch about being forced to do your fucking job and issue marriage licenses to gay people. Quit! And that way, someone who will do the job will do the job. That fucking simple.
Hey everyone, this is Dead Monkey at MortifiedProductions, and before I go off on my rant, I want to give a huge thanks to Thrash Metal Guru for allowing me to be part of this collaboration. I think the most proper thing to say about this whole situation is, Kim Davis, you had one job. You had one job as a county clerk to hand out marriage licenses to both gay and straight couples. And you reluctantly refused to do so, citing your religious convictions. Now, I'm probably going to either confuse or piss off some people when I say this, but I personally don't get upset when anyone says that they don't believe in the concept of gay marriage. But my problem is when people are trying to actively impose those opinions on people. The main problem that I see with this whole situation is Kim could have easily quit months ago when gay marriage was legalized. She's trying to force and impose her beliefs on other people, and not to mention she's breaking the law. Which honestly I think she probably should have been left off with like a warning or something like that and a fine. And knowing that she's being so reluctant about this whole thing, she probably would have been a repeat offender and she would end up in jail anyways. And you know what? I probably would have had a little bit more respect towards you if you were to quit your job back when this whole gay marriage legalization thing started. Hell, that right there would have been a better example of you exercising your religious freedom. But like I just said, you tried becoming this martyr, and you tried capitalizing on the whole situation, and you even got Mike Huckabee on your side, waving and grinning to the audience up on stage, while you on the other side of him blubbering your eyes out as if you just won an Oscar or some shit, with Eye of the Tiger blaring in the background because you think you won. Which you know you become a social pariah when you've been sued by Survivor. And if you're really sincere about this whole situation and you want to make amends over things, then I suggest that you quit your government official job, which is wasting Kentucky's finest taxpayer money, and then go and work as a cafeteria lunch lady and hope to God that whatever is in the fucking mystery meat does not go against your religious beliefs. I'm Dead Monkey of MortifiedProductions, and that's pretty much all I have to say about this whole thing. Thank you, Thrash Metal Guru, for including me in this collaboration, and keep it metal. Have a good one, guys.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Blacklist episode number 5. I do actually enjoy having these good pals along with me, good family of mine, to actually give their opinions and their thoughts about on Kim Davis. It's really shameful that our country, can't really go through the obstacles without having more and more obstacles being put in our way, like Kim Davis. And it's really hard for a progression for our country when that sort of thing kind of goes on. Anyways, I'm going to end this off and tell you guys thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys want to actually go for another Blacklist episode, just let me know. There's many others that I'm looking into for that. We're going to get into 10 episodes, so we're about halfway there. So anyways, I'm Jasper Bo, the Thrash Metal Guru. You guys have a very wonderful day.